KD
Beats Planet.
Story. Wait.
Like my story?
No, not your story, a story. Since you can't keep your mouth shut long enough for me to read my paper, tell me a story.
I don't think I know any stories.
You don't know any stories?
No.
All right, I'll tell you a story. This is a newspaper, right? It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me. You won't let me read it. So you entertain me with your bullshit. Tell me a story right now. Go.
Listen, chat. Shouts out to everybody that was around when we did the training day monologue. It was a good one. But we're not going to do it again because you're not allowed to miss shows. I just want to beg you guys. And I don't beg for too much, you know. For the most part, like, I'll ask, you know. Other times I'll loosely recommend. But Voch, two hands together, I am begging you all right now to please, por favor, just simply stay focused. That's it. You know, you could get your information from a lot of places, you know. Equal opportunity entertainer is what Voch and Master William are. You can listen to us. You can go listen to anybody else. But when you go out in the wilderness, when you go out in the streets, when you wander off into the elephant graveyard, I simply beg of you to be careful about the information that you consume. I beg of you. Never in my life have I seen so much propaganda. Never in my life have I seen so much nonsense. Never in my life have I seen so much tomfoolery that these motherfuckers make a 35-point victory look like nothing. Never seen that before. Any other time in this sport of ours, Will Steele, in this business that we do here, I promise I'm not gonna go crazy today. It's just the Colts. They don't deserve a long monologue today. But in this sport of ours, Will Steele, whenever we see a 35-point victory, we go, that team got their ass whooped. Never have I seen a 35-point victory get looked at and go, they play bad. What? You know, this team in the Indianapolis Colts, right? I did my Googles before I got here. I did my Googles this morning when I was at Dojo. You know what I'm saying? The Indianapolis Colts, they have 9 games. Texans, Chiefs, Broncos, Titans, Jaguars. They got their ass whooped right there. Raiders, Eagles, Steelers. 9 games that were decided by one possession. Whether they won or they lost, 9 of their games this year was decided by one possession. 7 or less points. We'll even say 8. It wasn't no 8 up there, but 7 or less points. One possession. What that means is this Indianapolis Colts team, 9 times out of 13, I'm not good at percentages. That's like what, 20-some%? 9 times out of 13, the Indianapolis Colts plays a team tough to the very end. Very end. The Cowboys dropped 21 points and a half, and we look bad. The Cowboys in the game with 53, and we look bad. But Voch, the Colts not good. You were supposed to beat them. Right, we were, and we did, but we beat the shit out of them. That's the... Well, still, I started to question my morality a little bit. I almost found a piece of paper in an envelope, an old school pencil. I sharpened it. I almost wrote a letter to Roger Goodell. I say, Roger Goodell, can we play 3-quarter football game just to see what the result will be? Can we play 3-quarter football game just to see? And I was about to send that goddamn letter, man, but I feel like Roger Goodell was going to send that letter back because let me wipe my sweat real quick.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Now listen, chat. I'm not finna make this about the Philadelphia team. I wouldn't dare do so. But them fuckers beat the Colts by 2. And you know what they said to them? Boy, look at this tough, gritty win. Boy, look at how crafty Jalen Hurts had to be to pull that off at the end.
They beat him by 1.
1 point. I apologize. Look at this gutsy win by Jalen Hurts and company. We had 21 at the half, sir. Eagles ain't put that up the whole game. We had 21 at the half. And with our 21 at the half, nobody said, oh, Cowboys about to pull away from the Colts here. They said, oh, shit, Colts close to the Cowboys. And look, I expect that because we are the superior team, but we played 4 quarters for a reason. By the end of the game, shit.
You are watching a master at work.
I ain't even mean to hit that button. I'm on, hold on, sir, because I almost gave away my little secret for Will. This is what I meant to say. But goddamn, though, Will. You would think my Dallas Cowboys went out there and looked terrible. This is something that I'm kind of victim of, Will. When I'm watching the game or whatnot, like when I'm watching, Cowboys versus whoever, right? We judge on a very micro level. We judge on a throw by throw, block by block, run by run, because it's our team and we watching them, right? But there gets to a point, and this happened to me the past few games, and I would encourage everybody to go watch some of our live, the live work that we do. There's a point in the game where I go, when the fuck we put 35 up? You know what I'm saying? Like we watch so close, Will. We get so stressed out, and the game was close for a little while. That's what the Colts do. They'll play you a very close game. They're better than what their record would show. Matt Ryan ain't great, but you understand what I'm saying. But Will, there comes a point to all these games, whether it be the Colts, whether it be the Bears, whether it be Packers, Giants, pick a team. Will, I'm looking at the score, and I go, when the fuck we start beating their ass like this? Because it feels like we weren't doing that great. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, not a Dak Prescott incompletion. Oh no, not a Michael Gallup fall down. Oh no, not a missed block from Tyler Smith. And you feel jury, but before you know it, you beating the shit out people. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want us to just get so bogged down in this micro level of judgment on your team. You know what I'm saying? Look at the big picture. Yes, we can critique teams, right? We'll still invite somebody gonna talk about Dak and some of his missed throws and how, some of those passes looked a little weird. Kellen started to do some Kellen things in the middle. That's fine. Offensive line had a funny little thing happen here and there. They eventually got out of their way. Defense gave up some deep stuff. We'll talk about all that. We're going to give thanks to Anthony Brown because we don't wish, injury on nobody. We want to thank him for his service. But at the end of the day, only one thing matters, and that's the W, bro. And, I understand one team can get praised for beating the Colts by one, but fuck, man, can we get praised for beating somebody 35 times that? And the answer is, Master William, we won't. So with that being said, I think as a Cowboy fan base, right? As a Cowboy family, not to be confused with the actual YouTube NC My Cowboys family. Shouts out to them. I think as a fan base, right? We need to embrace some of these nonsensical takes. You understand what I'm saying? And not just get on the internet and give fuel to the nonsense, right? So when somebody say, yo, Voch, Dak is a dink and dunk quarterback, instead of me fighting, because they're not going to change their mind, no matter what evidence I bring to the table, I'll just go, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Oh, Voch, but y'all look bad versus the Colts. Yeah, we did.
Okay. Yeah, hit him with
Gotcha.
okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, no matter what you bring to the table, no matter what information you bring to the table, they're going to have, their opinion is going to have them. Let Great Black Phillip, man, have your opinion. Don't let it have you. I don't want to deal with people to where their opinions have engulfed them, to where they can't even see what's really going on in front of them. Cool. Oh, Voch, Micah Parsons fell off. Yeah, I got you. You, whatever, buddy. You say so, my guy. Whatever, Chief Squirt. You got it, buddy. You got it. You know what I'm saying? And we're just going to continue to stack these good wins on top of good wins. You feel me, Will Steele? We're going to keep putting these performances on top of these performances, man. Yes, we were supposed to beat the Colts, man. Vegas say we were supposed to beat them by 11, but shit. Fuck you want me to say? You know what I mean? So I'm just here for it, bro. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to fuss. Y'all probably got one more fight out of me. And that's when we beat the shot that week 16 team. But after that, I ain't fighting y'all people no more, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all for being here on another episode of Voch Lombardi Live, man. I am your host.
You are watching a master at work.
In my mind.
Voch Lombardi here on this December edition of Voch Lombardi Live here on the volume. We're being point guarded by the best in the business. Will Steele.
Santa Claus on the ceiling. Big Willie chilling. He pitched the Grinch for me.
Oh, you want DJ on me there.
I was on the bomb squad for 10 years.
Appreciate you and the bomb squad for being here with me. Say, it's just the Christmas edition of our drops. You know what I'm saying? So I took my master at work. I took your Big Willie.
Yeah.
We just we mix it in. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I came away from this thought process. You said I had to write this down earlier, man. I think overanalyzation, and maybe I am a part of this, right? Because we break down everything. But I think overanalyzation has ruined fandom. It's ruined it. There was a time I used to go into an office in Pennsylvania with Steelers and Eagle fans.
Yeah.
I would not for a second go into that office after a 54-19 win and be like, well, damn, man, we played bad. I mean... Shit, man. We gotta get off to them better starts, man. I mean, what was the score, Will? 54 points. But no, I don't even want to talk about that. It has ruined it. I would never go into a barbershop where they talking all types of shit about you in that week and be like, you know, why you getting your cut? Yeah, but you know, we only put up 54 points. It could have been 76. Yeah. Never. Because overanalyzation and social media have ruined fandom. And if you can't enjoy 54-19, you are the problem. You, not the networks. You. True. And I'm not saying you, Voch, or me. I'm saying you know who I'm talking to. Yeah. Right? Yeah. 54-19. And we got fighting amongst the goddamn. I'm not even talking about the media, bro. There's fans within the Cowboys fandom really down on a 54-19. You know I'm done with the fighting BS. I'll leave that to you and everybody else. We just gonna talk about the game. But this win is just opened my eyes even more to those in this small minority to me. It has. And it's ridiculous, man. And I digress.
Yeah. And you know, man, you're not gonna satisfy everybody, man.
No.
You're not gonna satisfy everybody. And you know, that's cool, man. You know,
the conference has been unlocked.
Conference unlocked, by the way. Alex, the Eagles fan, just walked up in here, and I got all kind of reasons to shoot shots at him. But he said, "Oh, look at y'all excited about this Matt Ryan win."
All right, and
gotcha, bro.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying, man?
Right.
Yup, beat the shit out of Matt Ryan too, boy. Beat the dog shit out of Matt Ryan. Just further our sack numbers. We got all kind of Pro Bowl shit going on. Deron Bland got settled all because of Matt Ryan. We goddamn show did. That's gonna be my new attitude, man. I'm not about to get into micro fights. Yeah, I'm not about to get into micro fights, man. I'm looking at. Come on, man. I'm looking at big result at the end of the day, man. I don't care what nobody else did. And look, like I said earlier, man, yeah, we were supposed to beat the Colts. So you ain't finna get like an extra fantastic monologue out of me, soliloquy out of me. You know what I mean? I'm not finna get super, super crazy with it. You're gonna get your analysis, but boy, I ultimately just want y'all to be a lot more focused on what you really are. All right. That's all I want from y'all. Let's get busy, man. Let's get into this. If y'all want to call into the show. The number is 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. It's right there. Iverson Aisha said, what'd she say? Like, do you want us to be mad? Hey, look, ain't that like a sassy black woman just what you want us to be mad? Oh, what you want me to be mad? You let them know, Aisha. You get them, because that's what they want. They want you to be mad. You beat the shot of these people. We dropped 33 points in a quarter. In a game that's played for 4 quarters. The fuck, when they were supposed to stop? When they were supposed to just end the game after the third? What the fuck wrong with these people, Will Smith?
I don't know, man.
Voch, if it wasn't shit. Voch, if it wasn't for them breaking down like that, Voch, shit, that wouldn't have happened. Okay, so we don't get credit for making that happen. We don't get credit for ripping the ball out and creating the avalanche and getting the picks that create the avalanche and getting the sacks that create the avalanche. What I liked about the win yesterday, Will, so as we get into some technicals here.
All right.
I talked about this last night on my post-game show. Is I like how there were fail-safes for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if we have a bad game at quarterback, then that's just our goddamn business. We got a bad game at quarterback. We just gonna have to find a way to live with that, right? What I like about the Cowboys, right, is if we'll have a bad game at quarterback, run game can mitigate what we lost, right? If we starting out slow on offense, defense can mitigate what we're losing. If we give up a big play on defense, offense can mitigate what was going on with the loss on defense. You understand? Like, it's not just bullshit happening and just this mountain of bullshit happening to us, right? Whenever something happens that could take the momentum away from us, and this has happened a couple games in a row, you know, when something that happens that could take momentum away from us, there's another unit somewhere, right, that picks up some of that slack that was dropped off a little bit, right? And then once we start working positive momentum, this is something that I really find interesting, Will, still, and I ain't got nothing that could prove it. It's just what I noticed, right? Is when we start to bounce energy off of each other, the offensive and the defensive units, we can bounce energy off of each other. We're a dangerous goddamn situation, man. And what I'm saying from the offense is that I don't know, you know, yeah, it's a slow start, sure, 4 quarters for a reason, but I think once Dallas figures out what's going on, right? Because something else we got to be comfortable with, Will Steele. And you can talk on this. Every team that we play, we gonna get their best shot, man. Yes. We're gonna get their best shot because we're a winning team, we're a playoff team, we're the fucking Cowboys. But once we figure out what that weird thing of the day is, especially on a non-common opponent, we don't play the Colts very much. But once we figure out whatever that little thing is that you're trying to do, open the floodgates to heaven, and we just busting your ass right after that, right? And then we start to mount offense on top of offense on top of offense, and the defense start getting the turnovers, and we'll get the ball back again. By the time we got to the end of the game, we was trying to run the ball to end the game, but we ended up running the ball aggressively. You feel me? Like the run was as explosive as a deep passing game would be. That's where a lot of the game, where a lot of the points came from, that ass whooping run game towards the end. Coach eventually quit, but we made them do that. Will Steele, what you just think about all those things that I said, or just anything that you got on the game, sir?
Well, I think that again, we gotta give respect to the coach. It sounds crazy giving respect to the coach's defense, who gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. But your defense also scored a touchdown and gave you short fields. But they were going to make this Cowboys offense have to earn it and matriculate. And I keep saying that as a broken record, but the Colts have been doing that all year against notable quarterbacks: Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. This ain't new. If you pop on the film and you watch them, none of those dudes went off against the Colts. None of them. Now, did some of them have a couple touchdowns? Yeah. Did Dak have the most touchdowns against them? Yeah. Did they throw for 300, 400, 500? No, it didn't happen. So the offense was forced to kind of, not make a mistake and get behind its run game when that happens. And a lot of people get mad at the game managing aspect. It's so weird because y'all were mad he was a game manager. Then he became a bit of a gunslinger now, and now you want to be a game manager. Now he's kind of a mix of both. Mm-hmm. So this was a game where you kind of had to make sure you got it underneath to a CeeDee Lamb, underneath to a Tony Pollard, and let your playmakers work. And they did that for him, man.
100%. Fantastic game of football. It wasn't perfect, of course. But I just think when you move in closer to midseason format, it is what it is. These things start to happen to us. So somebody in the chat asked, I don't know in particular who asked it, and I kind of lost the fucking comment. But it was like, Voch, why does it seem like we're so reactive to teams? Like, why don't we set a tone versus teams sometimes? And, I think that's a fair question, but I also think that, other teams are allowed to do strange shit to throw you off of your, off your square or whatever. You know what I mean? We just wasn't going to walk in and beat the shit out the Colts defense like we did the Bears defense. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why we play 4 quarters for a reason, man. There has to be this acclamation point. There has to be this point of, okay, well, what are they doing? And look, there was this point to where they was moving Gilmore around and they was doubling Lamb, or then they'll put Gilmore on Schultz and they'll put another dude over on Gallup or something like that, and they'll double Lamb again. And weird shit was happening, but you just make a chess move off of their chess move. Okay, well, if you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna move CeeDee Lamb every single fucking play. Like, if you just gonna do that, I'm moving Lamb across formation, whether it be pre-snap, then getting set, or shifting, or motion at snap, or just whatever. I'm going to constantly get him on the move to make you have to reset and change what you're doing. So if you want to put a linebacker on CeeDee Lamb, which I think they was trying to leverage Lamb with a linebacker, then use a safety with the opposite leverage. We're going to watch film, of course, and we're going to give you the exacts. Patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I got y'all. But there were times where Lamb ended up on linebackers, and the type of dude that Dak is that if you're not open, I'm not going to throw it to you. So if I'm Dak and I see a body on Lamb, I may not throw it, but you may have to acclimate to that and go, okay, well, Dak, what I'm seeing here is that this is a body on Lamb, but it's a linebacker. So if you wait one more tick, you know what I mean?
See, I think we're overanalyzing.
We might be with it.
I'm
just trying to find answers. Sure, go ahead.
The answer is simple, in my opinion. We don't have a fantastic first 15.
Okay, cool.
Like you go watch the best. I think the Cowboys have opened up this year was against the Bears. It just seemed like there was a purpose there. There was a schematic purpose there. And other than that, it's kind of weird when we come out. And then we turn it on after a series or maybe 2, depending on the game you're watching. But this is how weird it is. Because when people say slow starts, for the most part, we're talking about literally the first possession or maybe the first and second possession, depending on the game. But the Dallas Cowboys rank in the top 10, 8th overall in points scored in the first quarter.
Sure.
8th overall. They average 5.3 points per game in the first quarter. Kansas City, 5.6. Miami, 5.3. Question. Anybody watching Miami and Kansas City and coming away with, man, they start off slow. Like, so when we say start off slow, we're literally talking about the first 15, the first series or whatever. And that I agree with. I said this on Twitter. We have to figure out a better way to get in a groove, man. Easier ways to get in the groove. And if you go back and you watch that Bears game, like I said, there was just easy outlets to get started. I think that Kellen needs to do that a little bit more. Although when you pop on that film, you'll see that first play, Kratos. Ugh. Yeah.
We'll talk about it. I think what has people worried about it though, Will, still, is that, well, Voch, you could probably and I hate start slow. Let me tell you why I hate starts. Because look, I come from coach's cloth, right? So yeah, I mean, we may start slow. We got 4 quarters. Like, we got 4 quarters to like figure this shit out, right? You know what I mean? But I think what people's idea of, well, Voch, what if we start slow against a very good team and they don't let us back up?
Right.
Well, I think we got the juice to where even if we start off slow, I think we got enough juice to catch up with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we may have a sluggish start, but what the Cowboys have at least showed us is once they get settled, and we all can feel it. Everybody feels, when it happens in a game. Once we get settled, the shit just can't be stopped. We just got to get to that point. And I don't know if that's just nerves. I don't know if it could be first 15, like Will said. I don't know the answer exactly, but I love your point though, Will. Still, we the only ones talking about this. Look, we the only ones talk. Well, Dak threw the ball behind Lamb and he fell down. Pat Mahomes make them same goofy kind of incompletions. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen make them same kind of incompletions, but we're Cowboy fans, so we watch it a little bit closely. But hey man, take your W. Take your W and go home, bro. Take your W. I think that's the message here. Overanalyzing the Will. Still, I like that. Take your W and go home. Let me pull up some numbers here. We'll talk about them for a little bit. I just had all the Colts games pulled up. Will, still nobody got close to 54 points pulled up on the Colts.
Bro,
not us.
We almost scored more points in one game than teams they have allowed in the last 3 combined.
It's a goddamn shame. Let's get into it. Dak Prescott was 20 of 30 for 170 yards and 3 touchdowns. Who would have thought? It ain't feel like that while the game was going on. It didn't feel that way, but hey, looking back on it, Dak threw some passes in the end zone. We ran the ball a bunch. It felt like Dak was throwing a lot, but hey, Tony had 12 carries for 91 yards. Ran well yesterday. Two touchdowns. And look, Will, I didn't think that Will's going to be able to run the ball like this. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead.
Please, sir. I felt like we was going to be able to run the football. You know what I mean? But I was worried about worried about Connor McGovern on the inside with Buckner and them. But hey, we stuck with it. So before I read these next few numbers though, Will, still go ahead and say what you're about to say.
I'm real interested to see where you have Connor at. In my first rewatch on the film, lightly, I am very interested to see where you have him compared to the others. So that'll be fun. I meant to bring this up this morning and I forgot.
Please. I
think this game, because I said this coming into the game, this was the game offensively that would give me a better read on the Cowboys offense against a good defense, right? Because Chicago, and although Detroit turned into a pretty solid defense lately, but Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay's defense, while talented, wasn't the greatest. And who the Cowboys just played last week?
Giants.
Giants defense. No, none of those defenses were better than the Colts defense, in my opinion, from top to bottom. And I was interested. I said, okay, let's see what happens here. The Cowboys ran for over 200 yards.
Yes.
You know what that tells me? Nobody in this league can stop the Dallas Cowboys from running the ball except the Dallas Cowboys. So if that's the case, bet not ever see a game where these dudes aren't toting the rock at least 15 times a piece and we're running the ball, 27, 28, 30, 31 times in a game because nobody can stop you, man. Nobody has stopped you except you week 1. That's it. And that's a respectable run defense over there, but you still were doing well against them.
Yep.
So, kudos to Kellen for sticking with the run. There was some gains that were at the line of scrimmage or negative yards, but you got the proof now, man. Where were we? Week 13?
14.
This is like 12 weeks in a row the Cowboys rushed for over like 100-some yards.
Yep. You
can't be stopped on the ground. You cannot be stopped on the ground. That's where they need to lean at and play off of that. Anything else to me is my opinion would be a mistake.
And Will, with Kwity Paye and Buckner and Ngakoue and shit like that, and they got linebackers that run to the ball. Bobby Okereke, I was a fan of him in draft season, whatever, man. Like I just knew that like these dudes ain't scrubbish. You know what I mean? They you wouldn't just. I didn't feel like you was just gonna be able to just walk in and just like walk smooth, clean over these dudes, man. But like I said, this offense got fail safes in place, man. So Dak Prescott could have a weird game tossing the football. Just keep handing the ball to Zeke and Tony. Just hand the ball to Zeke and Tony. See what happens. And
by doing that, you give your quarterback a chance to settle down and get back right because he can still dot it up. He can still figure out what this defense is doing. But the minute you kind of abandon that thought and now you're dropping back 46 times unnecessarily at certain points in that game, now the opposing defense is like, oh, they're not going to run it? All right, we just got to get this 1 3rd down stop and we get the ball back with a chance. And that's what happened in that specific game. But, man, I got it. I got something ready for tomorrow. But I think the schematic pieces, Voch, are now finally all in place after watching what I watched last night. It's up to Kellen and Dak Prescott now to put those pieces together on a puzzle and ride into this playoff run with that identity. It's all there, bro. And Odell would just be an extra icing on it. They don't need Odell. Like all the pieces are schematically there for you to succeed. Odell would just be an extra piece.
Yeah. Well said, brother Will Steele. Toxic Time down the burner account says Scott or Voch. My big question is, if Dallas falls behind, will they stick to the run? Will they stick to running the ball, or will they revert to throw happy? Well, is the difference between what they will do and what they should do. You know what I mean? I think even if they get down, keep running the football because you see that you can get points in bunches. You can see that this offense is built. If this offense is doing what it's doing and it's in its lane and it's executing, you can get points in bunches. So I don't give a damn how much you can be down by 14 at halftime. Just keep running the offense. You'll eventually catch up to whoever you against because this, like Will said, this Colts defense is built like defenses that you're gonna run into the playoffs that you feel nervous about. You know what I mean? They got ends, they got interior dudes, they got linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So if you can run against these dudes and stack yards up like such, then why can't you later on? Go ahead, Will.
Week 6, Dallas is losing 20-0. They ran the ball. The score was 17-20. The answer is right there in front of you, right?
Oh damn.
So, I mean, the answer's right there. In fact, we argued they should have came out that way. They didn't. They elected to try to use Cooper Rush against, at that time, a Philadelphia pass defense. I don't know what the pass defense is like now. But that was just humming.
Yeah.
But it happened in week 6.
Yeah.
I agree.
Fair point. Let's get in the rest of these rushing numbers. So yeah, Tony Pollard got 12 carries for 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott, who didn't start, but that don't matter. But he got 17 carries for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. Use him in the red zone. Love it. Malik Davis got busy. 3 carries, 29 yards. He averaged the most out of all of them. Well, not really. He got 3 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb got 2 carries, 23 yards. He didn't get a touchdown there. Will, still, before we move on, what do you think about using CeeDee Lamb as a permanent part of this run game? Like, how many carries you think CeeDee Lamb should get per game?
Those 2 are fine.
No, okay, so Will, that's cool. Yeah, but Will, I know the kind of fan you are. After the second time he did it, it was a big play. Did you say run it again?
Oh, absolutely. I looked right to Jesse. I looked over to Zach. I said, well, shit, just do it again on the other side. Just do it on the other side. But to be fair, I said do it again with Turpin.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. To be fair, but no, that's funny you say that because I literally did say that though.
Run that motherfucker again. Shouts out to DMV Fanatic John G, my guy. He's in the chat box holding us down. Y'all go over there, check out his content. Also, shouts out to Rome, who is also in the chat box, Cowboy Fan Talk. Y'all go over there and check out their content. Appreciate y'all fellas for being here. That's why I rock with y'all, man. My class on. I mean, I just kind of alluded to it, but let's get busy for real. Has anybody heard from Martise? I mean, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Has anybody heard from him? God damn, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing from Martise. I ain't heard nothing. Let me tell you something, man. Martise, you can call in every week, Playboy. Look, Martise, let me tell you something. CeeDee Lamb watch this show. If you want to call in every week and stand on your 10 toes and say CeeDee Lamb ain't the number one receiver and that he ain't got no elite traits and that the offense can't lean on him and that he can't lead the wide receiver room, shit, buddy. You can call in every week, sir. We got a place for you here at Voch Lombardi Live. You hear me? You hear me? I got a special phone call. All the time I hear he on the phone right now. Wait, we gonna stop what we doing. Hello, Martise?
Yo.
Martise, I just want to let you know, man, you can call this show whenever you want to. You understand me? Because every time you 10 toes down, CeeDee Lamb just go out and do some outstanding shit. You understand?
I guess you saw something I didn't, but okay.
Okay, Martise.
You still 10 toes, Martise. All right, let's legitimately let him explain what's his thought, because it sounds like he has not changed.
Okay, Martise, go ahead. Tell us why you haven't changed. Tell us why CeeDee Lamb still ain't no one. Go ahead.
I'll say it again for the final time. I called yesterday, or actually Giants, right? I said, why wasn't he putting CeeDee in motion?
Now turn that music off. I seriously want to hear what he's talking about.
The Giants team, he's letting him do that. It wasn't the same Packers energy. I've said again, and people can disagree. I don't fight about it anymore. But when I look at a number one, I look at a guy who I can expect to consistently be dominant without a lot of help.
What?
Boy,
Martise, watch this.
Your shoulders are so strong from this goalpost.
Martise, what the hell? You said none of that. What do you mean without a lot of help? What does that mean, Martise? Huh?
I don't see anything different. This is me shortening up the same thing I said. I'm shortening it up. Yeah, okay, let's go back. I remember all his catch off the top of my head. So he had the 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 9 or whatever it was. He runs the drag route. He's for all intensive purposes tackled short.
Martise, that's the yak ability we talk about. That's an elite trait about CeeDee Lamb.
Hold on.
He showed off his elite trait that you said he didn't have.
Hold on. He's grabbed. The guy thought he had him in the ground.
Don't talk to Will like that.
58 is coming across. 58 is coming across. 58 could have hit him too. 58 lets up, thinking.
Martise, stop real quick, bro. Do you know you can break down every single play about an angle of a player that could have did this and could have did that, but he did, Martise. CeeDee Lamb got up and scored a touchdown, fam. That was an elite play made by his elite trait. Another thing you said. Hold up. Another thing that you said hold on, Martise, because I do want to have a conversation with you, because you are 10 toes down when the evidence is in front of your face, man. You sound like a casual that don't know football. You said that a guy like CeeDee Lamb, a number one, is supposed to dictate coverage too, right? You talked about he don't get this and he don't get that. I'm going to ask you one more time, and I know you lying if you say this otherwise. Have you been watching the film, and can you sit here and tell us truthfully, without being stubborn, that you don't see coverage being rolled to CeeDee Lamb more than you saw coverage being rolled to him last year and being rolled to number 19? And I'm being serious.
Absolutely.
Absolutely what?
Yes. Have I seen more coverage being rolled to him? Absolutely.
Okay, so he showed you elite traits. Teams are rolling coverage, showing him number one respect. But he's still not a number one wide receiver to you?
I didn't see the elite trait. I still didn't see that. I saw an amazing awareness play where he technically, for all intents and purposes, the defender made the play.
All right, let's just end this right here. Let's end this right here. No, me on our show. Listen, is he a number one wide receiver? Has he shown you to be a number one wide receiver?
The play he did not score. Hold on still real quick. The play he did not score.
Stop telling him hold on.
Right, like this is his show. Answer my question. Answer my question. Is he a number one wide receiver to you? Has he shown that since you called in and looked like an idiot when you said he wasn't? Is he a number one wide receiver?
Absolutely not.
Hang the phone up on this jerk.
Martise, let me ask you a question.
You ain't having an actual conversation, bro. You being stubborn. You are being a stubborn loser because you lost. Don't let your opinion have you, loser.
Martise, honestly, man. Hold up. Martise, honestly.
You're a fanboy.
Honestly.
Still, you're a fanboy.
No, you are an idiot.
Don't talk to Whistle like that.
You are an idiot. And yeah, I'm going there, bro, because the film is there, the production is there, but you refuse to change your mind. So you are a flat out idiot.
Okay. Sounds good. I guess we'll see then, because according to you, if I took your stance, and this is where I started with, and I said, there's no point in us having this conversation because you think something is a number one that I don't. Forget CeeDee Lamb. You have a standard of a number one.
Forget CeeDee Lamb. This is all about CeeDee Lamb.
I named about 12 guys, and you said,
and only like 5 of them got more yards than him, Martise.
What does that mean?
The fuck yo, get this. Either you take over, Voch, or I'm gonna say some things that might get us in trouble on this here volume, bro. Because now he's going beyond an idiot.
We just got this job. We got to get paid for the holidays. Listen, Martise, what brand of shovel do you have, sir? Because the movement of the goalpost, it can't be with just your arm, sir. You bring in a whole.
What did I change?
Sir?
What did I change?
Not.
I'll admit being wrong right now.
Sir, you all right, Martise. You know what we gonna do? You know what we gonna do here on Voch Lombardi Live? So you get your
giving him platinum status.
Martise, you got the phone. CeeDee Lamb's a number one receiver, Martise, and you know he's a number one receiver, Martise. That's what I'm saying, Martise. You can hate all you like, but let me tell you something, Martise. You can call again next week, and you can hate him again, because every time you call hating on CeeDee Lamb, saying he's not a number one receiver, he run his ass out there on the grass, and he proves you wrong, Martise. Call us back next week for the good luck. Call us back 9 more times till the playoffs is over. I can't believe it, man. Will.
Guy's an idiot.
Will, what'd he say? He said, well, you got to be able to use them without help.
Yeah,
Will. What was that about? He said, man, you see these wide receivers, you got to be able to use them without helping them.
Yeah, you can't put them in the best position to succeed.
All the best receivers get help, and they get put in the best position, and they get mismatches, and that's how they, sir. Yeah, so look, Will, something I almost said. Martise was like, yeah, and CeeDee Lamb made an amazing, whatever he said that was amazing. I'm like, bro, you only use the word amazing with wide receiver ones. well, when was the last time a wide receiver 3 did something amazing? You know what I'm saying? Like, Martise just dig himself in that hole. But Martise, please call back next week, because every time you go, you come your ass out here and say something goofy, boy, we just get some good luck. We just get some good karma or something. Chat will still be really about to cuss these people
bro.
out.
No, it's just him. It's just him.
I had my finger on the button, man, because Will still be wanting to get us fired. Like, he wants to get us fired so bad. Will don't want us to have houses and boats and shit.
I need to just press my own mute button and just yell and just get it out.
Oh, no,
and then be like, okay.
Well, that's not good content, but whatever. CeeDee Lamb, man, 5 for 71 and a touchdown. Made fantastic plays, man. He was a first down machine. He was a yak machine. One of the bigger plays last night, Will, the one we caught the ball on the right side, made a guy miss, came back up the left side of the field. Nasty. Ran the cornerback over at the end of the play. Nasty. Kept his balance. Just just getting tackled, keeping his balance, not letting his knees or his elbows or anything like that touch the ground, getting back up to go make the play. Fantastic, man. CeeDee Lamb, bro. Ah, man. And look, CeeDee Lamb's only going to get better if you add more talent to the wide receiver course. So, and then when your offensive line gets better, it's going to make Dak better. It's going to make CeeDee Lamb even better. Okay. But we ain't gonna say nothing else. Let's see, and we're gonna move on from this thing pretty quick. It's 3:56. Let me just ask you a couple things, Will. Still, we haven't watched the film yet, and you can talk about either one of these gentlemen, just to kind of make this go, relatively quick. Just give us quick thoughts on what you're seeing from Damone Clark, and one of three things. We could just kind of talk about this as the defense moving forward. Damone Clark, Deron Bland, and what's your confidence level about Kelvin Joseph as the number two corner? First and foremost, man, I want to thank Anthony Brown for everything that he's done. I'm not going to be the platform that comes out here and celebrates an injury, of a player or scream and hoot and holler and thank God he's all that little nonsense I've been saying, man. I ain't gonna, we ain't gonna go there or nothing like that, man. I appreciate Anthony Brown for what he's done and the at least consistent play that he brought to the cornerback spot while he was here, but he's going to be out for the year, and it's looking like Kelvin Joseph, Deron Bland, and Trey Diggs moving forward. So, Will, still just talk to me about either of those three topics.
I feel bad for AB the way he went out. Confidence level on Kelvin is not high. He's got to earn it, and I'm willing for him to earn it. You know what I mean? For me, at least. I don't know about anybody else. But, I'm hoping he comes in and he does well. Maybe he needs the reps. Maybe he needs to be able to go out there, make mistakes, and then be able to go back out there as opposed to going on the bench and then somebody else coming in. Deron Bland, man, he's fantastic. I don't know if you saw on Twitter. I'm interested to see him outside because his ball skills, I think, would help this defense on the outside. Teams are trying the Cowboys deep opposite of Diggs, because you can't try Diggs deep, or they're trying them in the red zone on jump balls. And Bland has the ball skills to contend and the size. He's like 6'1", something like that, 6'2", something. He's somewhere around there. He's got the speed, got the physicality, got the ball skills. I'm very intrigued to see him play out there, but I don't think they will. So it's up to Kelvin Joseph to kind of give us some confidence. And Damone Clark is just getting in, form. Having him and Anthony Barr rotate, I think, help both of those dudes. Definitely Anthony Barr because he's older. And he made that play. It was only a matter of time before he made a splash play.
With Deron Bland, do you think it's better to leave him at nickel because besides him, like both your other nickel dudes just got hurt? You know what I'm saying? So wouldn't it be better to just keep him at nickel because at least you can, as far as outside corners, then you can go Kelvin or Nashawn or Izzy or something like that.
It's going to be. So you're asking, is it going to be Izzy, Kelvin, or Nashawn?
Well, it's probably not going to be Izzy or Nashawn. It's probably going to be Kelvin on the outside and Bland on the inside. And Bland could possibly be great for you on the outside, but you ain't got no more nickel corners. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it'll probably just have to be Kelvin competing with Nashawn and them on the outside.
Yep. No, I agree. I want it to be Deron Bland. It's not going to be Deron Bland.
Yeah. In which I do think this is good for Kelvin and for the roster building process, because now okay, Kelvin has a set number of games, so he got eight games to see what he's got, you know what I mean? And this will let you know if you need to draft a cornerback in the first round next year or anything like that, or whether cornerback is an emergency for you, I would say, in the offseason process. And if Kelvin Joseph can rise to the occasion and show his talent, because Kelvin is talented, and on the play that he gave up, Kelvin was in good position. He just couldn't get his hands on the football or whatever. So he did get beat. But we're just gonna have to see what happens these next 8 or so games. So in my mind, do I think Kelvin's gonna get tried once or twice or 3 times a game like Brown did? I don't know. We'll see. But I think Kelvin has the natural physical ability to hang in there. But we'll cross that road whenever we get there. Phones locked.
The conference has been locked.
All right, Chad, we're going to sit up here and talk with y'all for a minute. We're going to get y'all's reactions. It's 4 o'clock. We can't hold the volume up too much, and it's about 10 of y'all, all right? So come on in. Make your point. If you got a second one, make it expeditiously. Quickly. Fast second points if you got them. But I would love to hear what your first points are, okay? So let's kind of get in here. Let's go Q, see what he's talking about. What up, Q?
Hey, what's going on, Voch, man? Just over here in the on the islands, man, about to Graduate from med school in about 3.5 weeks and come back stateside, man. Hey, I'm sitting up here
Oh,
listening
Q
to your
got
brother.
money.
Congratulations, man.
Q about to have some money.
Hey, I'm sitting up here listening to you and Will, man. Well, I'm in tears, man. You guys wasted so much energy with that guy, man.
You mean that
But, hey,
idiot?
I
Yo,
wanted to just say a
Q,
couple
but time
things.
out. Hold on. Q, this is the funny part, right? We wasn't doing that for content. Will Steele is legitimately pissed off at this man. Will was mad.
The irony called me a fanboy. You don't know me, dog. As if I'm not the one who said that Lamb had to prove to be a number one prior to the season, but I'm a fanboy. Football philosopher. You a football idiot.
Hey, but I wanted
Okay,
to
Q,
just,
we'll let you talk. Go ahead.
I want to say a
We'll let you
couple.
talk. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. You got to go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I want to say a couple things.
And
man.
you argue
Will
with
is-
idiocy.
Will is spot on, man. Will is spot on when he talks about the Colts, man. People don't know the Colts had the 5th ranked defense.
Shit.
And for the Cowboys to run up 200 yards on them, man, that says a lot about the game.
Mm.
But I wanted to say, so I'm sitting up here listening to it was Dan Orlovsky, right? I caught him on my break today.
Yeah.
And the guy is talking about how Dak only threw for 170 yards. But if you go back and watch when the Eagles played them, because Orlovsky is a Cowboy hater. When you watch when the Eagles played them, Hurts was 18 of 25 for 190 yards.
You are my child.
So it's like this team, this Colts defense, like Will was saying, has played all
He's
these
my
quarterbacks
stepson.
tough, man. These quote unquote top-notch quarterbacks.
Better get fired. They better call HR.
And like I said, man, there's so many people out there. They just hate us, man. Won't give a Cowboys a break. Hey, we're not gonna make no excuse for a win. A win is a win, man. It's a 60-minute game, and like you said, Voch, if you ain't doing nothing in that last quarter, and we are, that's just part of the damn game.
Yeah,
that's
man.
how it goes. And the last thing I wanted to ask, man, well, Will pretty much already said it, but I want to kind of caveat on that. What do you think when Dan Quinn goes back into the lab, how do you think
Dallas,
this
come through.
cornerback issue is going to play out? Do you think they need, I know it's late in the season, do you think they need to go out and possibly
Texas Live
out of
every
front
Sunday.
for what they
Pull
have?
up.
Oh, God. Appreciate you, Q.
Don't get this YouTube shit twisted, bro.
Well, we good. Will, we good. Will, when
he in this chat, I can't stand these.
I know, Will, but listen, Will. When Dan Quinn get back in the lab, what you think he gonna do at the cornerback position? I know we just
he gonna put Kelvin Joseph out there at cornerback too.
He gonna put Kelvin. Short answer, short and sweet. Huh?
There you go.
Kelvin out there. All right, Martise. All right, Will. Still,
That's what your mom said.
Oh, Will, we just got this job. We just got here. Shit. God damn. Brandon from Houston. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Oh man, just trying to keep it together.
CeeDee Lamb is a number one elite receiver.
Of course.
We're finally using that yak elite ability that I saw at OU when he was playing in the Big 12 on him. So
yeah,
he's just hitting his stride, and he's gonna get to move on to the playoffs.
Yeah.
In stride right now. So what I wanted to cover is just, man, this is the most excited I've been being a Cowboys fan, and I feel like we're adding 3 All-Pros before we even play the Eagles. Probably OBJ. We're going to have Tyler Smith move into guard, where he's going to be an All-Pro guard instead of an okay tackle. And then we got Tyron Smith coming back. So that's 3 All-Pros that we're going to have on them. So we lose Anthony Brown, hey, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and strengthen that offensive line, and then that's going to elevate Dak, because everyone, like Otto and the mainstream media, have been on Dak for hitting the quick passes.
Yeah.
We've had about 30, we're like the 30th ranked offensive line, like for pass blocking. So once Tyron Smith comes back, that's just going to give Dak more time to throw for 500 yards if we want to, and just beat the shit out of the Eagles. So that's all I got to say. And then a little piece of content for y'all, Voch, for the roundtable is we have Bland, Clark, Smith, Williams, and Ferguson killing it for rookies, right? So I just want to know if we could upgrade 4 starting positions next year's draft. Which ones would y'all like to upgrade to be our second Super Bowl next year? That's all I got.
All right, we'll let them know. Appreciate your roundtable. Like I said, we're still superstitious. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we ain't finna go heavy into the draft. But Will Steele is superstitious, and he don't like to do roundtables prior to big games. So maybe in between like this Jacksonville week or this week. We'll
Texans week. I mean.
Yeah, well, we should probably do it this week, huh? We'll probably do it this week. Okay,
Texas, Jags, one of the two. Just not Philly.
Yeah, but not Philly. Yeah, you know, once we get to Philly, Titans, and Washington, and then playoffs, we're not gonna be round table, man. You know, that's just we'll get the bad mojo going up in there.
That's a lie, because if we win a couple games in the playoffs, we have to. It's almost mandatory.
I don't know, Will, because shit, if it works, it's gonna make me feel like it's working for that reason.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm a little stitches.
Look. Yeah. We'll just do a huge grand round table after the fact where we just talk for 8 hours about the goddamn Cowboys win. All right. Let's see. We do like okay, cool. They okay, cool. Okay. All right, chat. Everything's settled down. We good. Even though I will say this. If anything goes down in real life, I'm on Will Steele's team. You know? I'm on Will Steele's team. I'm on Will Steele's team. I'm on Will Steele. Bring your brother, Marty. All right, no, we don't condone violence, man. We don't condone violence. And I'm on Will Steele's team though. Dak not done yet. Let's listen to him. What you got for the show, brother?
Hey, yeah, what's up? It's your boy Dak not done yet. What's up, Voch? What's up, Will?
Cool, my guy. We just up here trying to celebrate this win.
Okay, yeah. I just want to say, man, okay, me and Will, we done had our disagreements, but I ain't never seen Will this goddamn mad. Like, Will was really snapping.
He's had to cool down for a little bit. He just had to cool down for a little bit.
No, but as far as Marquis talking about city's not number one.
Well, since they turn your location,
bro, if you a YouTuber, I can just start my YouTuber right now because I got more knowledge of you just listen to Voch and Will. Like, that made no sense at all. I mean, City was number one last year. I mean, if you're going to be honest.
Yep.
But no, that's all I got to say. Dak out.
Yeah. Oh, that was his outro.
Yeah, that was his. Yeah, he does the Dak out thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I thought he said Pacquiao. Like, what happened to Pacquiao? Like, what did he do? Pacquiao. Oh, but yeah. Hey, CeeDee Lamb's the number one receiver, man. Long story short, we ain't got to keep piling up on Martise, man, or nothing like that. But he is the minority here. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna find anybody else that's gonna say that CeeDee Lamb's not a number one receiver or anything along that, those lines or whatever. So
I'm done with the conversation.
We're gonna move on from the conversation. But let's get Los on the phone, see what he's talking about. What up, Los?
Buenos tardes, Voch Lombardi y Skywalker Steele.
Man, muy bien, man. Muy tranquilo. ¿Qué pasa contigo, mi hermano? You know what I mean?
Man, yo estoy muy bien, mi hermano.
Hey,
of course.
Let me tell you one thing, man. How about them Cowboys? And Dak is who we thought he is. A bad MFer. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
And Kellen might be finally getting some boom boom and getting that nut like that squirrel night thing.
Oh, no.
Because he's finally running that damn ball, mainly featuring Tony and Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And last thing and not least, Clark and Bland are rookies. So do expect some growing pains. However, they provided more dynamic threat to this defense. But it makes it even scarier. And when it comes to Clark, man, one thing that popped in my head is I wouldn't believe it unless it came out directly Parsons' mouth, but he's faster than Micah Parsons. So imagine Clark and Parsons together and getting even more, like, just that dynamic duo working together. Shit, man, I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself, but the only team that can beat us is ourselves. And I truly believe that with all my heart, watching Sky.
Yeah.
And when I hate this word because, like I said, I don't want to look too ahead. But when it comes to playoffs,
come on, man.
And yes, I'm talking about playoffs.
Come on, man. You already know.
Playoffs. Talking about playoffs. Shit. Yeah, I want to talk about playoffs because what we want is an NFC conference at least appearance. That's what we want. That's what this fan base deserves. And shit, we have the team to do it. That's all I got to say. Peace.
Los, if we simply do it 8 more times, we on to something, man. I appreciate you, brother. Will Steele, you said it earlier. Los said it on this call. I said it a bunch last night on my post-game show. I haven't seen the team just roll up and beat the shit out of us yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always like some type of self-inflicted nonsense that's going on with us. You know, when we run into these slow starts, it's self-inflicted. You know what I mean? I would say the only time we get beat or whatever, it may be like some offensive line stuff. But for the most part, we win more fights in the offensive line than we lose because of who we are in the run game, as opposed to, you know what I mean? But dog, if there's any wounds that's put on the Cowboys, it's self-inflicted, bro. It's self-inflicted, bro. If we just simply, I don't mind slow starts, Will Steele. Slow starts offensively don't bother me. Oh, shit, I got paid today. Slow starts offensively don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're not making the big mistakes to ourselves, right? Like if we overthrow or like we just get stopped behind the line of scrimmage on a run and maybe we miss something on third down, I'll take that. You know what I mean? But, you know, Jalen Tolbert lining up at corner or like, like a penalty after the play or something like that, or like some dumb penalty that really puts us like 2nd and 20 or something like that. That's the kind of shit that beats us like bad. You know what I mean? So as long as we not whooping ourselves, I don't really see another team beating the shit out of us like that. You know what I mean? We can fight with anybody.
Yeah, I think that's what those self-inflicted wounds, though, I think are what holds back Cowboy fans, right? Yeah. From like, you know, going all the way there, because they usually are what, or at least last year, it's what hurt you in the playoffs. Self-inflicted wounds, penalties, misassignments, turnovers. That's the one thing I think. Can you trust them to not self-implode in the playoffs? And that's fair. That's a fair observation, to be honest.
Yeah, understood. Let's move on to the next call. Let's go AJ, the camera technology guy. Then we'll go Tariq. Then we'll go with Dontrell. What up, AJ?
Hey, man.
Dontrell, ready to tell the volume? We got into a fight today. Go ahead, AJ. My bad. Go ahead.
So Cowboys ride horses, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
So what? Maybe sometimes.
Nuance.
So what do you think is supposed to happen when they go up against some Colts?
For sure.
And you know what? You can probably guess what I said after I saw that score at the end of the third quarter, and then seeing what happened in the fourth quarter.
What you say?
We play 4 quarters for a reason.
Goddamn, Carlos, you look, man. You're right, man. You're right. I know it's a lot of people out here that'll love to have 3-quarter football games. That wouldn't even be a quarter. That'll just be a third. They would love to have 3/3 football games, AJ. But we play 4 quarters for a reason, man. Come on, man. Go ahead.
One funny thing that I also realized, and this I'm probably way behind the 8 ball on this, but Deron Bland's name is DB.
Come on, AJ.
And then, just my point that I called in to talk about, because everybody seems they get super obnoxious, or they think Cowboys fans are super obnoxious because we always start talking, SB, Super Bowl, all that stuff. Well, it's like, what do you expect? You can't have a craving for something unless you've had it before. And all of the most obnoxious fan bases out there, Packers, Patriots, Cowboys, 49ers, all of us have had a taste of that pie many times.
Boy, you spitting
we just
now.
want some more.
We
just want some more.
You fucking spitting now.
And that's what I got.
Hey, man, fantastic call. And I agree. I want some pie. And as
our Golden Corral, we gonna take it over.
As our guy Rocky would say, some boom tang pie. Okay, cool. Here we go. Moving on. Let's go. Who I said, Reed or Dontrell? Let's get Dontrell see the told on. Dontrell, did you tell on us?
Nah, Voch, you feel me? I ain't tell on you, bro. I keep it to the chest. Keep it to the vest, man.
Salute.
Do you?
Hey, Scott,
do you really?
I ain't tell about what just happened, dog. Don't worry. I'm on your side, man.
Do you? All right, go ahead. What you got, Dontrell? My bad, man. Appreciate you for being a good sport, too, because we keep calling you a tattletale, but it's all good. Go ahead, Dontrell. Appreciate you.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But yeah, man, the narratives, man. The narratives, real quick, man. Hey, man, like you say, I'm having to catch myself, stay focused, man, because the hypocrisy that I see on the shows is insane. When I can watch one week and see people praise people for going ahead by 1 point with 10 seconds left in the game against the team, and then that same team gets skull fucked by 54 the next week, and it's a bad win. It's foolishness, man. It's foolishness. And I get upset, man, because I love the boys, man. I get upset when I see it, but man, I gotta stay focused because them guys want to get me off my mission. They want to get us off this focus, man, on this SB that's coming. So
yeah,
I'm gonna let it ride, man. I'm gonna let it ride. And hey, man, I feel what you're saying about not letting your opinion have you, man.
Yes, sir.
When you get new data, you gotta change.
Got to
change.
Got to,
If
Martise.
you don't, you end up like that dumbass that want to call your show talking about CeeDee still ain't a number one, bro. I'm sorry, I know y'all say y'all offense, bro. You don't know football, bro. You don't know no football, bro. Because when you say stuff like that, you like, man. All right. Anyway, hey man, we dropped 54 points on the Colts, man. That's more points than anybody scored in the whole league this year. Like, what are you saying?
That's it.
But Dak Prescott not a top 10 quarterback. What are you saying?
That's it.
Hey, Voch, keep doing your thing. Educate the people, man, and combat these evil 3-letter networks, two-letter, one number networks, man. They poison. Yeah. They poison, and y'all boys are the antidote. Yeah. Y'all boys are the antidote to this poison out here, man. Keep doing y'all thing, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Good call. You ain't finna see me. You ain't about to see me upset at putting 53 points on the board, man. I don't care how it got there.
Facts.
It's there. Reek up next. Chris on deck. White is in the hole. His name is simply White. All right. But let's go Reek first, though. What up, Reek?
Hey, what's going on, Voch? What's going on, Sky?
Yeah.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation?
They good.
My man don't have no idea calling CeeDee not a one. CeeDee's a one. He's just a growing one. You know what I'm saying? He's getting better. He's getting more comfortable with the position. You know what I'm saying? He's growing into his own. And that's what we need him to do going forward, for him to get better and keep growing. I don't know what that guy is seeing. CeeDee been climbing ever since that Green Bay game. Even though that was a loss, he still did his thing. You know what I mean? And week after week, he continued to keep growing. My thing is, I think the biggest thing with the Cowboys is that we have to find our true identity, who we are, especially when we get into these playoff games. You know what I mean? If we're going to run down people's throats and control the clock, that's what we need to do. And play good defense and good special teams, that's what we need to do. Like you and Sky were saying, Odell Beckham will be a cherry on top of the Sunday.
Yeah.
But we can do it with him or without him. That's how I feel about this team. But it would be a hell of a show if we had him on this team to do it with him. We just don't want to see, like you said, self-inflicting. We don't want to see this team implode like they've been doing over the years in the playoffs. My main focus is let's get help. Let's be as healthy as we can be and finish out this season strong and go into this playoffs and make some noise, man. Because I really believe we can do it, and that's all I got to say about it, man. All right, peace.
Appreciate you, my guy. Well, still, Martise just told a chat box of 1,000 people that none of them know more football than him. You a narcissist.
Yeah, I see. I walk right into that trap.
Martise, come on, son. You can't tell 1,000 people that don't nobody in here know more football than you, sir.
He's a football philosopher. Nobody knows more than a football philosopher.
How about this? Nobody else call in, right? Hold on. Nobody else call in.
The conference has been unlocked.
I got Chris White and 972. This will not be a bit. Listen, this will not be a bit. This will not be, I'm not going to hit the NWO button. This is not going to be a debate. I simply just want to hear Martise's thought from A to B. Will Steele's going to mute his microphone.
I'm going to mute myself, yeah.
I'm going to mute mine. You might see my mouth moving, but Will's going to mute his. I'm going to mute mine. I just want to hear Martise give his thought process from A to B with no interruptions. The phone is unlocked, Martise. Please call back. Because I looked in the chat box and he said Christian Kirk is, I'm thinking that he's saying Christian Kirk better than Lamb. So I think
he's trying to say Lamb ain't a number one because Christian Kirk is like top 5 in touchdowns and top 13 in yards or something. So he's trying to compare him to Kirk, saying, well, it doesn't matter if they got the production shows that it doesn't matter. So basically, I mean, again, I'll let him say it. Are you saying Lamb is Christian Kirk? But go ahead.
Because at this point, I don't even want to disagree with him. I don't even want to put my point out there. You know what I mean? Because innately, I'm going to, but I just want to hear his thought process from A to B without us fussing at him. Because maybe I'm missing something. I'm gonna put me on mute. We're gonna put his mic on mute. We're gonna listen. We're gonna let him talk, and we ain't gonna say nothing else. Because I need to hear it. I need to hear it. But till then, we'll get Chris on the phone. What's up, Chris? We don't wipe these 304s, Chris. What's up, sir?
Will, what's going on, bro?
Yo. What's up, bro?
What I don't understand is, like, why does it matter when we decided to go on our run? Like, if we scored 33 points in the first quarter yesterday, would people be upset?
Second?
I said, like, why does it matter when we decide to explode? Like,
For sure.
I feel like I'd rather explode in the fourth quarter than anything.
For sure. You want to finish. Right. And that's what Will still been basically Will been saying this whole time. Like, can we finish? Can we consistently finish, be a better finishing team? So yeah, sure. That's finishing for your ass. And that's when you do it at the end of the game in the fourth and not the third. Yep.
And the thing I love what I'm seeing from this team is, like, this is a really young team, and they have guys like a guy like Gallup coming back from injury, starting to become himself right now. So this team's like playing really well right now.
Yep.
And I think that they're only going to get better because of the young guys that they have, like Bland, Clark, and Williams. Like, they're going to, and even Lamb starting to progress over the course of the season. So I think that this team, like, come playoff time, is going to be better than the team is right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're gonna keep getting better, and like I said, whether we get Odell or not, man, I think Tyron Smith is gonna be the biggest acquisition. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting on that to happen, man. So I don't know, but we'll see. And appreciate it, Chris. They did a lot of shifting, shifting the offensive line around a lot yesterday. Will Steele. They had had a Connor McGovern, Jason Peters combo. They had Connor and Tyler and Connor, you know what I'm saying? So I think they was just getting a look at what all these left side sets look like, which is smart to do because you never know what's gonna happen when it happens. But it's looking like Tyron and Tyler going into this week. We'll see.
Real quick, are people back on Philbin in a positive light? Because I know a lot of people was ready to get rid of Philbin. Do we got to give him a little bit of flowers this year, man? I say yes. I think there has to be something to that.
Yeah,
McGovern looks better this year, or at least the last 6 or so games. I think he's kind of coming along to be at least reliable over there. Obviously, your offense is still tops in the league when McGovern started at left guard. Tyler Smith's development as a rookie and being able to go inside, outside like that. Terrence Steele continues to, develop and whatnot. And for being honest, man, Zach Martin's still a beast, but it sounds crazy. He's going to be a Pro Bowler, but this will be his down year. And your offensive line is still keeping it together. Backup quarterback comes in. You're not taking a whole bunch of sacks. I think Joe Philbin might need a little bit of flowers.
And that only says how good Zach Martin used to be, because he's fantastic now, but he's amazing now. But what Zach Martin used to be, this is technically a down year for Zach Martin. But hey, man, just if y'all want to see some fine football, man, go to that last DeMarco Murray year and watch the offensive line and watch that first Zeke year, bro. Fantastic, man, fantastic. If only I had a time machine. Let's get White on the phone. See what he's talking about. What's up, White?
What's going on, guys? What's going on, Steele? Calm down, Steele.
I know. You know what somebody said in the chat? L said, "Don't let that mess up the studio 2023." You're right.
Fair enough.
You're right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Steele, man, I can hear it in your voice. Hey, Voch, I heard you say just call me White. Can you put 662 White down for that?
662.
Whatever you need, sir. 662 White. That's your area code. All right, cool. Where you from?
All right, my first point is, man, I was listening to Colin today, man.
Okay, cool. What you listening to?
And he made me mad, but
what happened?
And just last week, the Philly played the Colts and barely won. And he came out here, they played an inspired Colts team.
Inspired.
They got Jeff Saturday inspiring them and all that, but we come back and blow them out. And he come on the other day and say, we just beat up on bad teams. I don't understand. But, like, it gets to me, man. It really gets to me. That's why I hate watching those shows, and I can't wait for 3 o'clock when 3:15 when y'all get on here. Also, man, I don't really trust Boss Man Fat like that, man. I'm gonna go with your word and see if he could do it, but I don't really trust him like that, right?
We'll see. And honestly, shit, how many more big plays is he gonna give up than Brown has? So, we might as well see.
I understand that. But he gonna give us some flag. He gonna get a penalty now.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But you know what though?
That's all I had. I hate those networks, man. That every time we blow a team out, there's a bad team. We ain't really do nothing. But Philly come out and beat these same people by one, and they're a good gritty team. I hate it, man.
Yeah. All right, then. Appreciate you. 662 White is what your new name is. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate that, Voch. Appreciate that, Steele.
Salute. Appreciate you, fam.
Yes, sir.
I've come accustomed to this now, Voch.
Yeah.
Like that's just how they going, do the Cowboys. It doesn't really matter. I mean,
something funny was that Martise called in for like 2 seconds and he hung up. So in my mind, what that means is like he thought to call in, then he went, man, I ain't finna do this shit again, man. I ain't finna do. That's his voice. Man, I ain't finna do this shit again. Come on, Martise. Come on, Martise. Okay, well, let me lock the phone because not more people call.
The conference has been locked.
and we trying to clock out. Mr. Ryan, how you doing, sir?
Oh, how you doing? And God bless you and the family in the show to both of y'all, like always.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say that the game yesterday, started in a rocky, but as you see at the end, they put the work down. And Mike McCarthy deserves a lot of credit because the way he's put the rookies into situations where they got to play, and now that we really need them to step up, they stepping up.
Yeah.
McCarthy, he's doing this thing. And also, too, CeeDee Lamb, the way they was using CeeDee Lamb, that's where we got to use him. You know what I mean? Move him around, come around, get them handoffs, those good passes behind the linebackers. Them passes are working. But I think also, too, if they could put Turpin in those situations, too, against the linebackers, I think they can do a lot of damage with him because he's fast. Remember, speed kills. And them linebackers ain't going to keep up with him. I just think that they got to give him a shot. I mean, they might not trust him, but I think if he can do that, they can do good, too. But the defense was crazy, too, Voch. And your cousin, he was acting up yesterday. When they were throwing the ball in the flat to him, he's dangerous. I was saying that to Steele today. They got to use him like that because he's very good in the flat. He is. I'm gonna let you go because I know I've been talking about it, but listen, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep up the good work and y'all give me your aspect of the situation. But they play good, and God bless both of y'all and your family and keep up the good work.
Appreciate you, Mr. Ryan. Thanks for the call. All right. Cecil called in while we was waiting on Martise. Let's see what Mr. Cecil got to say. How you doing, Mr. Cecil?
He said he's back now.
I'm doing fine. How you doing, Voch? You and Steele. How you guys doing today?
Oh man, we just walking around some Monday trying to get it right. You know how it is. What you got for the show today?
Mine is short. I'm just, I listen to some of the commentators and the various shows, and I know there's hate for Dallas, but man, they always move the goalposts when we win. We beat
just like Martise does.
Common opponent.
Right.
When they put like the Eagles or anybody else, they do it. Ain't no big deal, and we blow them out or something like that. It's just, it's always this little stigma there. It seems like it bothers them when we win. Like, we blew the hell out of, the Vikings as well. But I don't know. It's just like we have to do a lot extra to get any kind of credit. I'm just, man, what's wrong with these people?
Right.
The conference has been unlocked.
Right. You know what I think it is, Mr. Cecil? I just think, when you have they can talk down on Cowboys all they want to, but they have an expectation of us to be a good football team. Because whenever you get new teams,
the conference has been locked.
They typically go with the shiny new thing. So they'll do their best to talk up the Jets or the Giants or Taylor Heineke and the Washington Football Wizards or the Eagles because they're the new thing. The Cowboys kind of been, we've been, like whenever Dak has been healthy, we're a playoff team generally. You know what I mean? So they're probably judging us just a little tighter than the new kids on the block. But it is what it is. We will take that as long as we get the result that we want at the end of the playoffs. I don't care how they view us. Appreciate you, Mr. Cecil.
All right, you guys have a nice one, okay?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's Mr. Cecil with the voice.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Been a while since I heard from. Now I feel wrong, man. When I hear old heads call in like that, I be like, damn, I didn't mean to disappoint your old head. My bad, man.
That's all good, man. It's all good. Yo, look. I say Mr. Whenever I say Mr., you know, it's one of the, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Mr. Ronnie, you know what I mean? You know, show a little bit of respect to them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Old heads, Cecil Ronnie. Them is our old heads, you know.
972, I apologize, but make your point pretty quick here before we wrap up the show. What's good? Who is this?
Oh, this Cash.
What up, Cash? What you got for the show? Alec Cash?
Nah.
Okay, just regular Cash. All right, cool. What's up, bro? Just regular Cash.
I was seeing people saying CD, he finally progressed, but I think it's Kellen more in them. He getting more like better plays from like the scheme is better for him now because it's been the same CD since he came in. I think Kellen Moore learning how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Then the boss man, I mean, you don't got nothing to lose. I mean, Anthony Brown, he was Anthony Brown is. He gonna give up a big play once a game.
Yeah.
Once or twice a game. So if Kelvin Joseph gets more confident, more reps, I mean, that could be good for our defense.
I agree 100%, Mr. Wolf. We gonna get the football philosopher in here, but Cash, I just put you down flat. The next time you call in, we'll know it's you. Appreciate you. Now, look, these are the rules. Because me and Will still just got this job, and we, you know what I'm saying, we kind of like, you know what I mean? So, so Will is not gonna say a thing. Will is gonna hit the mute button on his microphone. I'm gonna hit the mute button on mine. Martise, what I simply want you to do, and try not to be all day because we're on volume time here. I just simply want you to make your case from point A to point B without interruption of why you think CeeDee Lamb is not a number one receiver. And me and Will still, we might react, but you ain't gonna hear us. We ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
Cool. So when I called back, and I think this is very important, I asked Will Still the first time when I became Copper, right? I asked him the first time how many number ones. He said in the league. He said, no, you tell me. And I went off on the names. Right then and there, I knew it was no point in me having that conversation anymore because we had different standards. If I'm stupid because of the different standard, it's idiot, whatever, that's one thing, right? But my position in terms of assessment is simple. Can I trust you outside consistently beating man coverage, including press man? I need an answer. Not y'all don't need an answer, but that's like step one for me. Okay, step two is what kind of traits are you working with that make you
pull up your camera, Will. Let them see you. Go ahead.
Open, scary kind of guy. Physically, is it quickness, speed, Debo Samuel strength, AJ Brown strength, ridiculous hops? You know, what am I working with there? Okay, do I see some traits there that make me put you in that category? Then I work down to skill, route running, hands, etc. Yak, right? Then it's like, okay, what do I have there? The only button I'm pressing for CD to push him towards that would be Yak. Then it becomes analyzing tape and what I actually see on the field. How hard is it to get you on the ground in normal football situations? Not, and again, people have different standards. Not, I got to create everything for you like a Cooper Kupp. Not, do I have to do that? Not Debo Samuel, who's a dominant football player, ideally, if he's running the ball, but as a pure wide receiver, nobody's drafting him top 60, right? So, meaning top 50, 60 wide receiver if you can't do all that. Maybe a little higher, but as a general rule, he's not a guy people are grabbing. You just got to play wide out. You can't do the rest. So when we had that conversation, you had some drops and stuff like that. So I'm looking like, okay, can I get those particular areas that we're looking at? I named 12 guys. And then I keep hearing people say, look at his stats. That's what I was commenting in the chat. They're throwing out all these stats. Then I'm seeing Christian Kirk. And I'm like, well, if we're just looking at stats without context, Christian Kirk is on a way worse situation, way worse quarterback, way worse team, way worse running game, way worse line. Very comparable stats, and he's better than CeeDee in some areas in terms of big plays or 40-plus yard plays and touchdowns.
All right, Martise, we ain't got all day, man. Land is playing shit.
I'm finishing. 20 more seconds. So my thought was, and I said this before when y'all hung up on me second time, I view CD as an elite slot. a guy who I can't trust. He has not shown me so far that I can trust him outside consistently in press man coverage, and he'll get busy for me. And I can have other guys in the slot, which has the highest completion percentage in the NFL. It's easier throws to take the easier throws, and I can trust Lamb to be really good outside. So that's my position. When I see that, I will say, great, you're number one.
That argument is nonsense, but I appreciate you for coming on and making your point. I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, Marty. but we didn't cut you off. We let you rock. I appreciate you for calling back.
This is all I see and hear.
Yeah. Well, still, Cooper Kupp and Deebo Samuel. they don't get help creating. They just do it by themselves. Justin Jefferson.
Bro, Justin Jefferson literally gets lined up on linebackers and safeties more than anyone.
Jamar Chase don't get mismatches on people that I think I was being a little too nice, Will. I thought I was gonna see change, but he know more than 1,000 people in this chat box, so that was his reasoning. So
my guy listed. Now I get why he don't believe he's number one, because he has 1,000 stipulations of a number one, and no matter if he checks off said stipulation, he can go back to 999th, the 998th, the 997th, and just keep going.
Yep.
So there's really like maybe what, 2 number one wide receivers in the league for his stipulation.
Randy Moss got to come out of retirement, and like that's it. But Martez, if you go down to public, I'm on Will Steele team. Let you know. All right, man. Let's read some supers and get up out of here, man. We Chat, I apologize. Look, yo in the chat spot say Randy Moss and Jerry Rice. I'm the only two.
Facts.
I'm the only two. Shit. John G says, I need that wide receiver one almanac from Martise. Oh no. I hope we don't make this thing about Martise till the show is over. All right, here we go.
Somebody said he sounds like Antonio Brown.
Oh no. What was I about to do? Super chats. All right, cool. Let's refresh the right side.
I'm sorry. I just feel like, thank you, L, for this. But it's still.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Fitting.
Let's get into the super chats on the volume side. Let's see what y'all talking about. That's a fantastic drive, Will, still. God damn. All right, today's the 5th. We got a lot of supers on the volume side. God damn. All right. Well, that was from last night because it's midnight. Okay, cool. That's the other show. So Sam Rowe, aka the dark-skinned Skywalker, still says Dan Orlovsky a straight hoe. F him. We them boys who hate the Cowboys. I guess he's fine with this result that we've been having. He dropped a dude super chat, says can't wait for Tyron Smith to get back. Indubitably. Andrew Vanderpool dropped a dime and says, man, you called it. Orlovsky is poo-pooing on our win, but praise Philly. But completely disregard the Eagles barely beating the Colts. Life of a Cowboy fan. I'd rather them hate us. And look, I try to give Dan Orlovsky a little bit of credit for coming around and trying to be a little more rational, Will, still. But this morning, this is what Dan Orlovsky said. Dan Orlovsky said, I went to bed on the game in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with what the Cowboys did, but I went to bed in the third quarter.
Yeah.
You missed the best part, motherfucker.
Even Ryan Clark had to come out and say, man, y'all got me defending the Cowboys, man. You got me defending the Cowboys. And then who was it? Rex Ryan was like, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's 4 quarters in the football game, correct?
Come on, man. It's wild, man. But all right. We them boys came back and dropped a deuce and says, with the 49ers news, with the 49er news, no excuses for Dak and McCarthy. Yeah, man, I kind of wanted Jimmy to be healthy, man, because I like to beat my ops at their full power, so I can get my full shit talking in. But Jimmy Garoppolo missing is definitely going to be a thing that matters when we get in the play. That's huge, Will Steele. Because look, I was talking to this one person, right, and I was going to say this on Yahoo, but Yahoo's done. But the 49ers live in an offense to where their quarterbacks are relatively like, just swap them out or whatever, they'll be fine. But the difference is that Jimmy Garoppolo got playoff to Super Bowl experience, man.
Yes.
And that shit matters when you get there.
Yes.
That shit matters.
They know how to win with Jimmy Garoppolo throwing for 6 yards or throwing for 306 yards. Or, you know what I mean? They get to NFC Championship games and Super Bowls that way. We can poo-poo Jimmy all we want, and I do, and I will, right? I still feel like I'd rather go up against Jimmy than other guys. But Shanahan know how to mitigate, mistakes with him and win with the run game and scheme and defense, man. So that's huge, man, because I looked at it as Cowboys, Eagles, Niners as the top three. Now, if Tampa get in, which they probably will, that's one you can't rule out because of Tom.
Sure. But hey, man, Jimmy may not be amazing, but I know you're not gonna lose because of him. I give you that much. So
I mean,
there's that.
That's kind of true.
So that's huge for the Niners, man. We ain't celebrating injury or whatever, but that's huge. That's huge for the man.
Yeah, listen, as good as that defense is, we're talking about the third string quarterback. Like, can the third string quarterback get you to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. We'll see, man. Alex says, Voch, where's your Yahoo stuff at? Besides me retweeting clips or whatever, it's mostly in Canada, so you got to type of VPN to see that shit. But shouts out to Yahoo and shouts out to the Zone. They paid well while it was in the budget, so shouts out to them. Andrew Vanderpool. No, we read that, and we read with them boys. DJ's World. What's up, DJ? DJ dropped 5 and says, why ain't nobody else beat the Colts like this? Or anyone beat anyone like this? Fucking Texas ain't even lost like this. Fair. That's fair. That's real shit, DJ. Yeah, we are beating bad teams, but how come we beat the bad teams better than y'all beat the bad teams? I think that means something.
And it ain't like this team been getting blown out all year.
Right. They in the 13 games that the Colts played, 9 of them have been decided by one possession. Do your Googles, man. But appreciate you though, DJ. Twan dropped a dime and 2 5, so that's a dub. He says, Zeke, eat, young man. Then he says, I love the messiness. Talk with your chest. You know what I mean? We're not hating on Zeke, Twan. So, you know what I'm saying? Zeke did well. And then Twan came back and says, 50 Cent and Kevin Hart duo, Voch and Scott. Y'all a mess. Scott wanted to fight, just not over this point.
Surprised he didn't say Rock and Kevin Hart, but
yeah. But, right. But nah, man, we're not gonna fight nobody over no football talk. But
if you want to catch this stunner, I mean,
I'm taking Will Steele. You want this sweet chin music? I just practiced it today. Yeah, I mean, no, Martins, we're not condoning violence.
He can get the actual take or the opinion version of the stunner.
Yeah. The opinion. He can get the opinion version of the Stone Cold Stunner Sweet Chin music. 3 penalties. You can have whatever you like. Yeah, appreciate you, VI Cowboy. That's a great point, man. Only 3 penalties. That's much better.
Yeah, like we ain't bring that up at all.
Yeah.
13-3. It's huge.
Day and night than what we ran into last week. So good job, Cowboys. Keep that up.
I 100% will catch a cramp trying to do the Sweet Chin music.
I won't. Shouts out to our guy 11. He dropped a dime, then a dub. He said 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Oh, some real. Don't let the folks trick you.
Yeah, that was
out of blossoming, my G. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? On some real. Don't let the folks trick you out of your blessings, my G. Studio 2023. All this rhymes. Keep the main thing the main thing. We got you, bro. But on the real life, there's a part of the volume that like little nonsense like this. You know what I mean? So it is.
There's another show.
There's another show.
That's way worse than us.
Wait. Yo, they be like, hold on, wait. Hey, stop. They be like, Bob Cousy is a that muff got naked pictures of somebody because that Bob Cousy, boy, that muff, god damn, what that mother ain't what?
Shout out to our cohorts, but
and look, man, we walked into the volume going, well, this prestigious company that we're going to work hard at and turn upside down and put on a good show. And look, well, let's watch Colin Cowherd shout these guys out. Let's click the link. This mother Bob Cousy, and he ain't goddamn shoot the goddamn Steph Curry better than Bob Cousy. Boy, these white people, these. And I'm just like, sir. I said, Will Steele, I said they just call Bob Cousy.
I said, oh, we got a little bit more freedom over here. I see.
I guess this is nothing like .com. Okay, cool.
Then I heard Colin get a little, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, yeah.
Colin said shit, but he ain't called Bob Cousy.
No. He ain't go that far. No.
Oh man. Shouts out to 11. Bob Cousy being a Negan was not on my bingo card. Mine neither. Mine neither. And Chris from We Don't Wipe These 304 says Cowboys had Dan Orlovsky looking at one of my side chicks when I tell them they ain't my man. Had him looking like one of my side chicks when I tell them they ain't my main chick. Yeah, man, Orlovsky was a little emotional on live TV this morning, but what can you do, man? He was looking a little crazy. Whew, and we got some supers on the Voch Lombardi side. I love y'all to peace, man. I appreciate your contribution. All I'm gonna do is bring this up to the volume at the end of the year, man. So I appreciate y'all. Oh, there's plenty of them. God damn, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them.
What show is this, man?
That kind of make y'all want to watch it.
That kind of do. Y'all are ridiculous, man.
Can y'all believe this white man, Bob? This on the volume, bro.
And the crazy thing is, it's two brothers and the white boy. They just be firing off the, you know what I'm saying, the Negans. They just be firing them. They don't give a good goddamn.
Yeah. Hey.
It is entertaining. It is entertaining. I am not gonna lie to you.
They're very entertaining, but I just want to keep my show a little more clean in case somebody watching to hire me. You know what I mean?
There you go.
But then we cuss Martise out, so I mean, it's just,
yeah,
we might as well call Bob Cousy.
Larry Bird was a brother.
He was. Tacoma John dropped 5. It says Dak had no preseason, missed 5 games, just getting into midseason form. Watch out. I give you that. Dak's only played a few games, but he's looked fantastic. So as much as I'm saying he's fantastic, we got to hold him accountable for his bad throws too. One-handed bandit dropped 5. It says it's the bird children saying that crap, and it's showing because they're scared of us. I can't wait till we beat them and hear the excuse. And ain't just Eagles fans, Cowboy fans saying that dumb shit too. But appreciate you, one-handed bandit. Cool Hand Lou. Not Cool Hand Luke, but Lou dropped a dime, 2 5s. He says, damn, I hate to see AB go down. How ironic. 3 is open. I don't think 3 is open, but AB is down. And interesting how no one asked the Packers game to end after 3 quarters.
Yes, I was waiting for you to read down.
Yeah. We learned from that game and we put feet to their throats in the 4th quarter. Thanks, Packers. Indeed. Did you have a point on that, Wilson?
Yeah. He makes an excellent point.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to play the whole 3-quarter game, Cowboys were dominating the Packers for 2 of those 3 quarters, and then they go into the 4th quarter up 14.
Yeah,
we can't talk at the both sides of our mouths on that one, right? Like they lost the game, man. They threw it away in the 4th quarter, and like you said, we talk about finishing. I do, at least. That's what I want to see them do. I know they can get off to good starts, but what I'm not sure about is, in those moments against these good teams, can you finish? And this ain't a good team, so they did what they're supposed to do, Voch. They not only finish, but sheesh.
Smash the fuck out of him. Matt Ryan retired last night. God damn. Shouts out to Elijah. Yes, Elijah dropped the deuce. Super chat says reserving my spot to Golden Corral. Y'all been seeing them Golden Corral commercials? They putting them shits out, man. They hey, it's a sign. It's a sign. Jamie could be Jaime, but we'll roll with Jamie. Dropped the deuce. Super chat says they hate us because they ain't us. Appreciate you, sir. David Montez dropped 5 and says Martise got a room full of newspapers and red string everywhere. Oh goddamn, that's a Joker reference.
Or I just put up Charlie from Sunny.
Old boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Where that's from?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but apparently it's on the long list of dry humor sitcoms I need to watch.
Yes.
Okay, I'll find time. My next series I want to get into, Will, and I kind of want to do a book club about this, but kind of like a TV club for some people. Is I want to watch The Wire as a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember kind of watching it, with my dad and passing when I was a kid, but I wasn't like as smart as I am now. I wasn't.
It's a different watch.
Yeah,
I rewatched it a couple summers ago, not the whole thing though, and it is 100% a different watch. You appreciate the slow burn a lot more, and its time is crazy. But I think if you watch it all the way through now as a 30-year-old, you have a way better appreciation for it. Same thing with Oz too.
Chat, tell me if that's something that y'all are interested. We'll do it over on the Discord, or we'll do it on Twitch or something like that. We'll have a book club, like a show club, So we'll watch like, I don't know, like 1 month will be like one season of The Wire, and we'll meet up and we'll talk about the themes and the things that happen in that show. And we'll just react to it. So y'all let me know if that's something that y'all interested in. Check and see if my Discord is in the description, and if not, y'all let me know and I'll post it somewhere. We'll go from there. David Montez, Grant G. Cool. Grant G drop 5 says, "Hey, Voch and Will." What's up, Grant G? I think someone turned on the microwave too long, and that metal plate in Martise's head did his brain in. LOL. We're not gonna pick on Martise. We let him call in and we let him get his.
In all seriousness, something I did not get an answer on is bro a Cowboy fan? This will help a lot.
Well, he called you a fanboy, so that's almost like calling you soft. So
Voch, don't.
Okay, we're not gonna get back. Yeah, football philosopher. I
don't know what he is.
Are you a Cowboy fan, sir? And if not, what are you? I know he's from Philly. Tavis Banks dropped a dime and says, "Boss man is still a rookie." He's not, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
I can't go there.
He 17 games is what you're saying. He hadn't started or played 17.
He played good snaps last year.
Yeah.
That's why I'm disappointed, because he had some good tape last year.
Mm-hmm. But AOL, we're gonna see now though. We're gonna see now. And then Landlord from Alabama. Y'all go over there, check him out on his YouTube channel, Landlord from Alabama, on all different platforms. He dropped 5 and says, "What's happening?" I know the message says what's happening, but I'm positive Landlord typed it as what's happening. What's happening, Voch and Scott? It couldn't have been a Saturday for Jeff Saturday. And the Colts. Matt Pack in the air. Appreciate you, Landlord from Alabama, for your contribution to Super Chat. That should be everybody. That is everybody. All right, cool. Marcus, what you got for us before we get up out of here, man? Where you at, Marcus? Where you at, Marcus? Marcus, gotta be something in there.
People talking about Dak's passing yards. Like, what do y'all want this man to do?
Will, we ain't got time, man. We ain't got time for this. Look, Will, I'm not gonna stress myself out over these. I'm not. Bob Cousy had this many passing yards. So Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Will Steele when he says that. Okay. So he said, at the volume, everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd or buried in oblivion. Be outstanding because you stand out.
Bars.
Appreciate you, Marcus Hardison. Everything is judged by its appearance. When it's unseen, it counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd or buried in oblivion. Be outstanding because you stand out. Basically, be us. And if we're gonna be great on accident, just keep doing us. Keep doing us. Because the minute we do what everybody else is doing, we go unseen. You see what I'm saying? So we stand out because we're outstanding as who we are, not trying to be someone else. You feel me? Appreciate you, Marcus Hardison. Salute to you, sir, for your daily contribution. You feel me? I appreciate that, Marcus Hardison, because some people try too hard to be other people. That's when they fuck up for real. They want to be like their favorite YouTuber or their favorite broadcaster. You end up looking goofy. Be you, be yourself, and do good work and work hard, and everything will happen for you. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Another fantastic day. Man, it is about to be 5 o'clock, man. It wasn't supposed to go this long, man. I apologize. Well, still my bad, because I normally try not to hold you this long because you wake up in the morning. Like, you wake up at 5 to go to work. So, I don't like to put these long days
Nah,
on.
it's cool. I don't know what it was today. I got an extra kick of adrenaline. I don't know what happened on today's show. It just got an extra kick,
You about to kick your ass to a nap in a little bit. Your ass about to kick that couch in a little bit. I know what's up. Hey, man, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Then follow me on all my social medias, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI. I gotta run 1.5 errand, and immediately after that, I'm going to go live tonight on the Patreon to watch Offensive Line. So y'all be sure to come tune into that, and I'm gonna drop a Deron Bland film session tonight. So y'all be sure to stay tuned. Love y'all to pieces. If y'all want to follow Will Steele on his platforms, he is Skywalker Steele on social media and A to Z Dallas in the morning. Y'all hold down for the Doski Wilson, Peasky Whiskey. Everything can be fixed with a conversation, unless you don't think CeeDee Lamb's the #1 receiver. Volume.
Beats Planet.